Carrie Underwood, a country music superstar and a previous winner of American Idol, has always been a household name due to her powerful voice and emotive performances when she performs. As a result of her triumph in the fourth season of American Idol in 2005, she has established a distinguished career, which includes the sale of millions of CDs and the acquisition of various accolades, including 8 Grammy accolades. However, in addition to her achievements in the professional world, Underwood is also a dedicated mother to her 2 sons, Isaiah, born in 2015, and Jacob, born in 2019, whom she shares with her husband, Mike Fisher, who was a former player in the National Hockey League. A sweet story from Underwood's time as a judge on American Idol in 2024 explains the endearing reason her children got furious with her. This moment demonstrates the approachable and human side of this worldwide icon, despite the fact that Underwood's life in the spotlight frequently appears to be glamorous. In 2025, Carrie Underwood made her return to American Idol as a judge, taking over for Katy Perry and joining Luke Bryan and Ryan Seacrest on the panel of judges. Due to the fact that the show had been the catalyst for her career over 20 years previously, her reappearance was a moment of complete reversal. Fans were overjoyed to see her return, and they were anxious for her to impart her knowledge and warmth to a new generation of musicians who are just starting out from scratch. However, because she was forced to spend extended amounts of time in Los Angeles for the filming of American Idol, she had to miss a substantial amount of time with her family in order to fulfill her new duty. The fact that her little sons recognized this break in routine was not lost on them, and in a moment that made their hearts melt, they conveyed their dissatisfaction in the most endearing way that was practically possible. According to Underwood, her sons, Isaiah and Jacob, were not overly enthusiastic about her participation in American Idol. This was not because they did not support her career. Rather, it was because they missed their mother. Underwood divulged the endearing tale during an interview that took place in the latter half of the year 2024 on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. "My children are so upset with me," she revealed with a chuckle. "They were perplexed as to why I was required to go to work, and they kept asking me, 'Mom, why can't you just stay at home and sing to us?'" As Underwood recalled how her sons, notably Jacob, who was 5 years old at the time, would pout and ask her to perform their favorite songs at home rather than singing for other people on television, the audience burst in laughter and a collective "awe" as she spoke. This charming response from her children exemplifies the universal challenge of juggling a high-profile work, found the occasion to be both humorous and moving. She went on to explain that Isaiah, her oldest son, was somewhat more understanding than other children his age, but that he still showed his emotions through questions that really came from the heart. Isaiah would ask his mother, "Mom, are you helping people sing as well as you are?" I would respond by saying, "Yes, honey, that is my job." However, he would then proceed to say, "But we want you to sing here." Not only did Underwood's interpretation of her son's sincere tone have the audience in fits of laughter, but it also shed light on the profound connection that she has with her other children. There was a big commitment made by Underwood when she returned to American Idol. The filming schedule for the show requires her to spend a significant amount of time away from her residence in Nashville, Tennessee, where she and Fisher have established a friendly and supportive environment for their children. Underwood would travel back and forth whenever it was possible in order to make it work. But the obligations of judging a live television show meant that she could not always be there for bedtime tales or impromptu songs in the living room. Her children, who were accustomed to hearing their mother sing lullabies or playful interpretations of songs such as "Jesus Take the Wheel" or "Something in the Water," were not hesitant about expressing their dissatisfaction with the situation. During a press junket for the 23rd season of American Idol, the singer related another tale. She explained that Jacob had once FaceTimed her when she was in Los Angeles and asked that she sing "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star," which is one of his favorite songs right then and there. "In the midst of my preparations for a live performance, I was in my dressing room when I noticed Jacob on my phone. He was telling me, 'Mom, sing it now.'" While reminiscing, Underwood smiled broadly.
"When I finally got around to singing it for him, Isaiah joined in and asked for Baby Shark. I am currently sitting there surrounded by makeup artists, and I am attempting to suppress my laughter while simultaneously singing do-do-do-do-do-do-do."
When a Grammy-winning musician is in the middle of a demanding workday, the idea of her serenading her children with a children's song is as charming as it gets. This was not the first time that Underwood's children have brought attention to themselves due to their adorable appearance. Fans may remember that Isaiah was the inspiration for one of her most intimate albums, Cry Pretty 2018, which she penned while balancing the trials of motherhood and a public career. According to Underwood, her sons serve as a source of stability and a constant reminder of the things that are truly important to her. When she was interviewed by People magazine,
they consider me to be nothing more than a mother, and they want me to be there for the seemingly insignificant things, such as singing them to sleep or cheering them on at their soccer games. To alleviate the annoyance that her children were experiencing, Underwood made a concerted effort to include them in her journey on American Idol in a variety of different ways. In her stories, she would talk about the candidates, referring to them as friends who love to sing, just like Mommy. She went so far as to bring Isaiah to the set on one occasion, which was during a rehearsal day. He was captivated by the stage lights and microphones, and she brought him there. Underwood stated that at the time, he thought it was the coolest thing. However, he later informed me that I ought to bring the entire stage back to my house so that he and Jacob could have their very own version of American Idol. It brought a grin to her face to think about the possibility of her sons transforming their living room into a stage for a little talent show, and she revealed that she was contemplating the possibility of installing a karaoke machine in order to keep them entertained. The fact that Underwood is able to successfully balance her prominent job with the responsibilities of parenting is evidence of her resilience and commitment. She has been truthful about the guilt that many working parents have, and the charming complaints that her children have about her involvement on American Idol have just served to amplify that feeling. "It's hard when they look at you with those big eyes and say, 'Stay home, Mommy,'" she acknowledged during an emotional moment on Good Morning America. "It's hard when they say that. However, I also want them to know that I am working toward my own aspirations while simultaneously assisting others in pursuing their own. I have faith that people will comprehend what I am saying." Throughout the course of the American Idol season, Carrie Underwood discovered several strategies to make her absence more bearable for her sons. The videos of her singing their favorite songs were sent to Fisher, who would play them before they went to bed. She would record herself singing the tunes. In addition to this, she made it a habit to phone her family every night, and she frequently turned the discussion into a little sing-along. The kids' request that she "sing for us" was a consistent and heartwarming theme during the entire conversation.
Competing on American Idol serves
serves
as a timely reminder that even the most famous people in the world suffer the same issues as any other parent. The story is one that strikes a chord with working parents all across the world, particularly those instances in which a child's straightforward and sincere request pulls at the heartstrings. Isaiah and Jacob are Underwood's children, and it is abundantly evident that her most important function is not as a singer, songwriter, or judge, but rather as a mother to them. And despite the fact that her sons might have been disappointed about her absence, the fact that they came up with such a cute explanation only served to increase the amount of love and appreciation that people have for this humble superstar. After all was said and done, Carrie Underwood's journey on American Idol in 2025 was not simply about guiding up-and-coming artists or repeating her own climb to fame. It was crucial for her to strike a balance between her love for music and her commitment to her family, as well as to successfully navigate the lovely and often humorous demands of her most devoted fans, her children. As Carrie Underwood continues to shine on stage and television, it is these candid and relatable moments that create the impression that she is not only an idol, but also a mother who sings from the heart, regardless of whether she is performing for a crowd that is completely sold out or for her two young sons at home.